Hey friends, if you are planning on starting a garden this spring season, I have a couple tips for you and I'm getting ready to expand mine, so I'm excited to share what our plans are. All right, so we have a lot of garden cleanup that we need to do here, but my one piece of advice, if you are trying to figure out how you want to plan your garden beds or where you want to plan your garden beds, start watching where the sun hits your yard at a certain time of day. So when I was planning our beds, the most sunlight is over here where these beds are placed, but I started paying attention when I would wake up midday, afternoon, so I kind of knew where the sun hit my yard at different times of day. So here is where the afternoon sun hits, so I'm able to know what I'm going to plant there for the afternoon sun, and over there is where the morning hits once that tree has completely blossomed. So start paying attention to different times of day, and as the trees blossom and everything too, make sure you take into account when the sun hits different areas of your backyard to know the best placement for your garden. So if you can read this, this is my plan this year for our garden. So we started with just these, actually two, I think, garden beds, the two right here in the middle. And this is what we started with. And then we expanded, I think, that one. And then the next year we expanded to these. And we also did the in-ground, and then we did fabric pots as well, like that one over there that has potatoes in it. So this year I'm hoping to expand again a little bit more with my little plan. I want my entry to be a little bit dramatic, so I am going to be adding flowers, stem cut flowers for bouquets this year, but I'm just doing a one level bed, so that's going to be these two smaller beds here for my flowers. I don't feel like I need to do a double bed like the one back there because I'm not going to need quite as much soil. I think I've never done flowers, so I guess we'll find out. And then I also want to incorporate 4 narrow beds, and we're envisioning that they're going to be maybe half the size of this bed here. And let me show you something similar to this bed, but even a little more narrow for us to do specific small plants in, like lettuce and a few other things that just need one individual row, or carrots or that type of thing. And my dream is to have the flowers look beautiful. You walk into the garden and then you have this ginormous trellis here between 2 large garden beds. And I want to have probably the most dramatic thing I have that will climb on those trellises. I've never been able to with this trellis here, this tiny little one. I've never been able to get anything to meet all the way on the other side. So I'm hoping if I incorporate this large trellis and do something like sugar babies and melons on it and maybe cucumbers on the other side or cucamelons, it might be a little more dramatic. And that's what we have so far for our garden plans. Stay tuned, and I can't wait to see what you grow this season.